Well, good morning, friends. My goodness, how I have missed y'all. So, I'm sorry I didn't let you know. I went into last week with full intentions of producing a video for my normal posting days, which is Saturday, 9 a.m. Central, for those of you who didn't know. But I ended up just deciding, you know what, we're just going to go unplug and enjoy the kids' spring break. And it was very nice, I must admit, but I am very grateful to be getting back with y'all, and I am so excited to continue on with our adventures. So I've been thinking about what I've been wanting to do. So by the time I got to a few of the rooms in this house, I was completely exhausted after finishing it, which I am with every house that we do build. There's always a few rooms that I just say, you know what, forget it, we'll finish them later. And it is definitely later that they get finished. So I thought, why don't we work on those for a bit? And one of the rooms I thought we could start working on this week was our laundry room. We very appropriately refer to as the mud room. Our area is not known for being dry, and with as many animals and kiddos that we have, a mudroom is definitely a necessity. Now, is it pretty? It is not. So that's one of the things I thought that we might work on fixing. So I think today we're going to hit up a few antique shops, see what we can find, maybe get some inspo flowing. But before that, the living room situation's been bugging me a bit, so I thought we would just change up a few things in there before we head out. So let's do that real quick, and off to the antiquing we go. One of my favorite ways to add a pop of color in our living room is by changing out the blanket that's on the back of our couch. Now, I have used tapestries. I've actually used linen tablecloths. Anything that adds a punch of color, I will throw on the back of this, and you just have a completely different look. Good morning, friend. So, I already had this on my agenda and honestly thought about not sharing it because I thought you may think it's a little too rudimentary. But then I thought, well, maybe some people might be interested in knowing how to do it. I'm talking about making a microwavable heat pad. So ours broke, and Lola was actually needing one yesterday. If there's one thing that gets used around this household, it is a heat pad, especially in the wintertime, whether it is us popping it in the microwave, throwing it in our bed so we've got a nice toasty spot to hop into, or we've got aches or pains, especially for belly aches. I also really love these for gifts. Anything that is useful and homemade. And it's always really nice to receive something that you know somebody has put effort into making. And I love making people feel thought of and special, but I digress. So, anyways, if you want to learn how to make a homemade heat pad, then come along and I will show you how to do just that. Side note before we begin, I chose to make mine with a washable slip cover, but if you're not choosing to do this, you'll just need to follow the interior portion of the tutorial and you're good to go. So you're wanting to begin by choosing your fabric. You're going to have your interior fabric that holds whatever inner pieces that you're wanting. And then you'll want to choose your exterior cover fabric. I like this project because you can reuse things that are no longer in use. Old pillowcases, unused sheets, shirts that you no longer wear, anything works. Once pinned outside in, you'll want to sew around the edges of each set, of course leaving an open space for your inner insert to hold your filling. Irish June woke up from her nap, but as I was getting her, I saw the pile of antiques that I had recently found, and it reminded me that I wanted to share those with you. So, I don't know, it might be strange, but I absolutely love seeing other people's hauls. I think it might sound strange, but I'm always fascinated and taken a look at what people are drawn to and why exactly they are drawn to that specific piece. And I thought maybe y'all might want to see some of the cool, or what I think, okay, come here, or what I find cool. Is cool even used anymore? Oh, okay. Cool item numero uno. Toby jug. I mean, not many things say Ozark dwellers like a good Toby jug, especially one that is in muted colors. Said cool item number two, a piece of pottery. I'm always looking for neutral colored pottery. Nothing is more versatile than a neutral piece, and it's so timeless. These are little things that will be around that can be used for absolutely everything and will be around forever. So I think things like, it's interesting, toothbrush holders. You could put, of course, flowers, or they could just be a simple little accent piece to a vignette. Speaking of, the exact same thing, but in a different size, a lot bigger one. Now, I love really unique pieces for storage. These spoons were already mine, but like your kitchen utensils inside of there. If you've seen around my house, you would probably say, you know what, you do not need any more of these, and you're absolutely right. Once again, and you'll probably be hearing a lot of this lately, I've been picking up things for the treehouse. So if you happen to visit the treehouse, you may see some of these things inside of them. Now this one, I mean, it's got all the hallmarks of the things I love. We've got your embroidery, we've got the face going on. My family makes fun of me and says I'm obsessed with faces and how it kind of creeps them out walking around the house sometimes. It's got all of the colors that I really enjoy, and it's one that I just could not pass up. Oh, high five.